Thank you so much for joining me. And can I tell you, I absolutely loved the story, but it did bring a tear to my eye. So I'll start with you, Gautam. I mean, you wrote it also, you directed also, you're acting in it also. So what was it like bringing three aspects of you together?
But before that, really happy you liked the film, and the idea was to sort of bring a tear and maybe just leave you with that. We didn't want to disturb the audience too much. In fact, I went around and changed the original idea of the ending after filming because somewhere just to leave an impact, I didn't want to. Somewhere just to make an impact, I didn't want to leave the film like that, you know. So there was a lot of thought that went into it. And I didn't look at it as the short format or as part of an anthology or it's 35 minutes or I never make anything like that. So even when I make an ad film or anything, you know, I put everything into it. It's the same crew that normally works on a feature film with me, and the same kind of thoughts and investment of the mind and heart goes into it. So all that was there. The content was difficult in the sense I had to step away from the milieu and the ambience that I normally create and go maybe one or two steps into another zone, you know, down.
Yeah.
And then I had to act also was very difficult. And that acting call was a very last minute call. And it's not easy to act and direct, because I normally tend to look at the actors while I'm directing them and not really look at the monitor so much. Yes, once the shot is cranked, I go back to look at the monitor. But I'd rather look at the actors and their body language because I've always worked like that, you know. So it was difficult to look at me in that frame like that. You know, so I had to keep checking and making sure. But I've said this before, and I'm not saying this because she's here. I drew a lot from, the body language and the warmth that she put out on the sets. You know, so I decided that my initial scenes would all be with her straight away, so I could draw from her and take it from there, and then I do all my individual portions and stuff like. So even in scenes that didn't require her to be there, I asked her to just be there so that she could prompt me the lines and everything. You know, so in that sense, it became easy after a point.
And I must tell you, Satya and Mathi's chemistry actually resonates in that 40 minutes of what we saw.
Wow,
But
thank you.
it does. And Simran, I want to ask you because the character of your Mathi's character, there's too much of emotional upheaval, you know. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Was it tough for you as an actor to portray her maybe as a woman you may not resonate with her mindset, but,
Um, See, it is a very sensitive topic which we have touched, and yes, as an actor, something getting into this zone for me was for first time, and Gautam made sure that the whole environment was very comfortable. Not only for me, even for those two girls, and especially that little girl, you know, who has to go through this trauma, this pain. And while yes, acting those difficult scenes, I just took myself there that how is it going to be for that real mother, you know, if something like that happens to her daughter, and then it just came into me, and I just acted as the story required.
and you were the one who was convincing Gotham to do more of, to act more often than just direct, right?
Yes, because everything starts from narration, and if when you hear the narration of any story for the first time, if it convinces you there, then the story is hit at that point. And it's very important for an actor to know that what she or what he is going to do in that story. So the story, the whole concept hearing is very important than just hearing your character, what you're going to do, what you're going to play in the movie. So, the way he narrates is so convincing and very powerful also. So I can project myself how that character is going to flow throughout the movie, and how that character is of a help, in the story, how important it is. And here in Pao Kadagal, Van Magal, especially in our story, all the characters they have their own space and everything, to perform in that. So I really enjoyed working, though it was very bold and very tough role, but it's messageful, so it's nice. It was very beautiful.
And also, Gautam, what I could resonate with this. Also, my initial growing years were in the South, but irrespective whether you grew up in the South or the North, this aspect of family's honor is not restricted to the urban centers or the rural centers. It's very universal. So, was there some story that inspired you, that made you delve on this particular subject? Also, these anthologies have given us topics that earlier I haven't seen, anthology movies from the South touch upon, because these four stories are pretty bold, if I may say.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And so I had the sort of advantage of going to production last, So Vetri, Sudha, and Vignesh went into their filming of the stories and all that. So I knew what they were making to a large extent. And all three of them tried to help me to write my segment. As in, Vetri suggested that I take leaf out of his story, take a character and develop it from there. Could be a police procedural of what happens in his story. Sudha suggested a couple of ideas to me, and Vicky wrote something for me, which is a 35-minute film by itself. And I really toyed with the idea of making that. Then I also knew that they were making something very intense also. So I started reading up on those lines, and I read a couple of stories. Okay, in most of the stories, when an incident like this happens, the family doesn't report it. Actually, what gets reported is very rare, and that's what comes out and all that. But in many cases, there is no reporting to the police or talking about it. So I took from that idea, and then there was a one-off case of actually a family that took a decision to behave a certain way, So, and then that was it was not even set in Tamil Nadu actually. So I picked from that and then, gave it my own feel and sort of envisioned the characters and last minute decided to act also. But honestly, the minute I wrote it, I thought I must ask Simran if, she'd play this, character of Madhyaraga. And when she said yes, I think everything fell into place.
True. And Simran, also, I could say this is your OTT debut after having, an illustrious career, as they say, on film. But no longer is OTT seen as a step down, because all actors want to be in this space. So we see a lot more of you. And what's your experience been like?
See, first of all, there has never been a discrimination for me of, choosing which platform I'm going to showcase my talent, whether it is big screen or television or OTT right now. And yes, of course, all the actors, they want to, showcase their fullest potential on OTT, because that's the future. And I feel that it gives you a huge opportunity, to play different roles, be versatile, and like that. And before this, you asked me a question about, me asking Gautam to act for, from before. Yes, of course. And, while he narrates itself, I could see that, the narration is so clear. He sometimes acts the scenes and, so I always used to ask him that, why don't you act? And I'm very glad that he's part of this film and, on screen also. So that's fantastic. I think this is something which is really huge and very, very helpful for our product.
Gautam, seriously, I think you should be acting more, because, there is that one moment which I don't want to divulge and ruin the fun for the audiences. When he hugs his daughter, Satya, and she says, why? And Mathi says, why aren't you not talking to her? He says, I am talking to her, but he can't express the father's anguish. That was extremely, extremely, extremely touching for me. So what was it like you? How did you read Satya, since you've written him? Was it easy for you to play Satya, or was it also emotionally tough?
It was both. It was both. So I have 3 boys, and then my sister has 2 girls. My other sister has a boy, and we're all pretty much together always. And I'm a very physical person in that sense. There's a lot of, holding the boys and, being with them and all that. So I was trying to just put myself into that character. There are some fathers who are not so physical in that good sense, I'm saying, They're formal and all that with their kids and everything, which is also nice. But I'm much more interactive in that sense. There's a lot of holding and comforting, and my wife keeps making fun of that. Actually, they're saying the boys don't need that, But so I'm like that. So automatically, when I wrote those scenes, I saw myself as straight away she'd come and she'll hold me and all that.
True.
But then I see myself as less of a man because of what happened to her. Is what the thought was, that I wasn't able to protect her. And I think everybody would go through that. So, in most of the scenes, uh, obviously Simran and all, I've never seen her using glycerine and all that to cry and stuff like that. So being inspired by all that, you just have to get into that moment, and then your eyes are brimming with tears anyway, So all that came very naturally being in that moment. It was tough. I don't wake up thinking I'm an actor, and I'm not looking at myself in that sense at all. But I think maybe if the right crew comes along, if the right director is there, and somewhere that is a gut and on a whim sort of a feeling, you just go ahead with it. And the films that I've done like Trance and Kannum were completely on a whim, thinking this will be nice, and it ended up being nice. And Satya also was like that. So yeah.
And Simran Mathi's character, when she keeps pouring water to wash away, that was something so real, because the child doesn't know what's happened to her. And the mother feels that if she just keeps pouring water, she'll just cleanse herself, the child, and whatever, as they say, the stigma on the family. Was that like a tough scene?
Yes, it is. As I said that, I just imagine myself being a mother of a daughter, which happens, something bad happened, wrong happened to my daughter. So actually, those scenes are kept because she just believes in purity, and she feels that, giving her bath again and again will make her pure, which is not going to happen. She knows that within. And and slowly and gradually, when the film starts and it's in the middle, and then towards the climax, when I watched it for the first time, I've seen it a couple of times and more. All my goosebumps, and it just gets into you, and tears, they just flow out of my eyes. And even my family, my husband, when he watched the film, and he was literally in tears towards the end, and. So it's very tough, for a family to go through something like this, and fight with this kind of obstacle and some devil, and come out stronger. So I really, this is a beautiful film what I have done,
And for the two of you, so used to working in those long format, 2.5 hours, you're 40 minutes, the essence of, like, say, a 2-hour film has come through. Is that a challenge that both of you enjoyed? And also now I'm glad with these platforms and nowadays stories, whether it's women, whether it's, touching upon sensitive topics, because even in this anthology, the way homosexuality has been touched upon, I have not seen it in the past. Do you think this is just now the glory of cinema once again?
Yeah, I'd like to believe that. It's really liberating. You don't have to go through the star power to make these films. They're not really bothered about major stars, being there. They're only looking at content and the technical crew in that sense. And, honestly, for people like Simran, and then now Surya, Vijay Sethupathi, and for people like that to come in, is like a huge boost, I feel. Because there are so many others who are not. Even directors are not even looking at it because they think it's a step down. They think it's because maybe there's no work on the other side.
Sure.
When I made Queen 2 years ago, I know some people actually called me and said, there's no feature films happening, or why are you doing this? So somewhere it is liberating. The content is so... It's only about the content. Like I kept saying this, even the way you film a particular shot or an emotion is according to the way the emotion should be filmed, and not because you're thinking in a feature film, maybe will this length of a shot be allowed? Will the theater be, will there be undress in the theater? Should I crank a different shot instead of this shot? So no, you're actually filming for the content, which is why this is so liberating, I feel, and in 35, 40 minutes to weave a story, to get to a middle, and then to get off at some point, is challenging. I always found the ad films very challenging in 35, 40 seconds, and I was never for it. But this is what I thought is beautiful, because it's easier to get away than in a feature film where now you have to look at an interval point, and then a sort of a high in the second half at some point, and then a climax, So I think it's easier to get off in 40, 45 minutes. The writing comes out much better, I feel.
And then put several songs in between.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, I have a lot more to talk about the other anthology, but maybe it's too early to talk about it now.
And Simran, is also interesting. I mean, also for women actors, because it's also a great time. And also, I was reading that you're all set to do Tabu's character in the Tamil remake of Andagun, which is also, I feel, is an amazing character. So, are you also enjoying this? Where you're not restricted, you don't need to be stereotyped, you can do anything.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, that it gives you a huge platform and so much opportunity to showcase your talent, your whole potential to the fullest. Where you want to take it, it's all in your hands. You make right choice, and you just have to take a proper message or a good entertainment, a comedy film to the audiences. It's all up to you. And OTT is the future, and this is the best thing. What has actually happened in entertainment media. So the whole stage is yours. You're not just restricted for one song or two scenes to perform, or the whole environment of 2 hours, 3 hours film. You can have a good content, and in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you can just showcase, your talent to the fullest. So I think this is the best. OTT is good.
And also, it's amazing the kind of content that's coming from the South, because now there are no blurred lines, also North, South, East, West. It's just Indian cinema. So, Gautam, where do you see this going ahead? Because as you exactly said, OTT has kind of appended the star power. It's no longer star driven. It's totally content and talent driven.
But we're hoping the stars will come in and make it even bigger, So,
will that dilute it?
Sorry?
Will that dilute it? Because they say once the star comes, and then again that whole debate will start.
No, but we want them also. No, most of them are also really good actors. We want them to sort of not look at, that hysteria, and just come into, content, like great content, so that, like you said, that language barriers, those divides, beautifully are sort of erased. Like people sitting in Delhi and Bombay are watching Malayalam films and talking about Fahad Fazil and actors, which with the theatrical release is not possible at all. So I think it's hopefully will coexist. The big event films will bring the audience to the theaters. The magic of being in a theater is not replaceable at all. But I'm hoping we'll coexist in that sense. And I've always said this for the past year at least. So yeah.
And your fans in the North want to know, when is the sequel to Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein coming? I've spoken to both your actors. They're waiting for it to happen.
Well, if the actors are okay, and including Saif Ali Khan, then I'd love to be, at somewhere there, making it. So, surely.
Anyway, thank you so much. Since I just hope we've all lived through a very difficult time in 2020. How has the lockdown been for the two of you? I've seen Gautam has been doing several anthologies, and we've seen, the work coming. How has it personally been for both of you? Because actors and directors, as you know, are always on set and always thinking and doing something or the other.
So it was the new normal, sort of. It wasn't easy to direct, from remote places, or in a sense, okay, filming happened with a very minimal crew and all that. But to dub with somebody from somewhere else and to get music done, over a video call and all was not easy at all, which is why you realize that being with somebody, being around the technicians while you're working, makes a lot of difference. And you also realize why you need so many people in every department to get like a film going and all that. But then we've cracked that. So is this going to be the new norm? I don't know. But just like in every other situation, when, you run into an obstacle, something else comes out, right? So in that sense, I've seen that, good things have come out from this, and hopefully, we will learn. It's been good. I've been busy, thankfully, and some work has happened, and a lot of people have been involved in that work. And I'm happy we've been able to put out this content on these platforms.
Absolutely. And Simran?
Technology has grown vast. And, I think because of technology, only these lockdown, days were good for me. And, it got that family bonding also very strong. Not only for me, I think for many of us. It has been helpful to me, this corona. And yeah, I know it's very difficult and for many of us, but for me it was really helpful. And work-wise also, I was very active on my Insta and on TikTok, which is no more there. But yeah, it was nice.
So what next from the two of you in 2021? We're just like knocking on the doors of 2021. Hopefully it's a better year for us all.
A lot of work, and we are actually talking about doing something together. I'm pitching something to Simran very soon.
And you'll be acting in it as well?
Well, that is the idea.
I'm hoping.
Since she's so damn sweet and all that, yes, hopefully, that'll happen. So, yeah.
What about you, Simran?
Yes, good work. And I missed work also in this lockdown. After this unlock started, I started my work back again, and it really feels good and fresh, and I feel more strongly connected to my work more now. So I'm looking my future very bright with these OTT platforms and good content.
Thank you so much, and thank you for giving us this lovely, lovely story. And yes, the end was something that I had a heart attack, and then I just calmed down. After that, I was like, okay, what happened there? And then it was, yeah. But I could totally resonate with the story, because any woman, any girl, any family can, it's a very universal emotion. I mean, but thank you so much for bringing it to us, and all the very best.
Thank you,
Thank
Pooja.
you.